Howdy.
What's down there?
Camp Kettle Creek Road. Camp Kettle Creek Falls.
Okay.
Not much water.
I didn't figure there would be.
Do I know you? Mike?
You Kenny Stansel?
Yep. There's Burt.
No shit.
I moved back. Oh shit. I moved back to town about 5 years ago.
Well, I heard you was around, but I haven't heard anything. Long time no see. I'd be out there working, but...
Now you can hardly call it work. That's what I'm doing today. I'm supposed to work.
Good.
What you got here?
We're looking for that fall.
Well, we found a falls, but there's not much water coming down it. There's quite a bit of ice at the bottom.
Yeah?
Burt,
No.
I need a...
Need a fanny pack?
I need a Allen wrench, a big one.
Thank God anything big.
Well, I might have.
Wrenches or otherwise. Nah, how big? Bigger than that?
5 or 6. I probably got one.
Falls are down there. This one.
Yeah, but you come to, there's a road goes off that way, you want to go to the left. Oh, this looks right. I don't know. That's too big. I don't know if I don't know, the thing might have fallen, might have gone in there too far.
Fall out of there.
There's a lot of folks out here today.
I think I'm not lined up.
You tip the bike over?
No, just rattled loose. Feels like I might have it this time. No.
We leave that upside down.
Shake it clear out of there.
How do you like this?
Huh?
How do you like this bike?
Well, I like the suspension.
Yeah?
It's a 4-stroke. I'm not used to 4-strokes, but I'm getting that way.
Yeah, I never did warm up to one of them. The only 4-stroke I rode that liked was a 450 KTM. That was 03 or so.
Might have been, whoops, I don't want that, do I?
Want to tip it over, see if it'll slide out of there? Or did it all fall down in here?
Oh, I don't think it'll go very far, because that's those bars are, oh no, they get fatter as they go down.
I've been riding that one that Pete had. I've been riding that uphill. It's like this. I think it's a 3-foot.
I like it.
Well, I can't wrap duct tape around it. My throttle won't work.
What do you got in here? Beer?
No, it's just out of
See, with all that seat and armrest and everything, you can carry lots of beer.
Have you been around this road?
Yeah. This one?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It goes right on around, comes back to Sucker Creek? Yeah.
Well, yeah, you go up here and just hold to the right. Go
Ties into McIntyre Springs Road.
You know, I don't know.
McIntyre Springs goes down to Three Fingers.
Yeah. You
Sorry.
get up here, you turn right or left, and right take you around Lord Grill Mountain, and you come back around, come down that cherry creek.
Well,
The last
If you
feet you have to walk.
leave your handlebar off and try that bolt in there, can you reach in there a little further?
I'm going to tie that bolt on. Maybe.
So you got a brace or anything on it?
No, they fixed it so we go for it. So I can go for it. It's this. This door was. I didn't want to get it back, and what happened if I didn't?
Yeah, it just deteriorates and pretty soon something else dies. Don't get to looking around and find something wrong. Nobody
always used to do to me.
There's a bolt gone.
Well, Burt,
You're always fine until you found out about it.
I just wrapped tape around there so I won't lose my bolt. I couldn't get it couldn't get it started on that.
Nobody does any maintenance on these things.
Me too.
I got 2 boys that are helping me destroy this bike that I
both
borrowed.
I've seen both of them up at Wilder's 2 nights.
Oh yeah, yeah they were. That's working.
Oh, you guys are on video, by the way.
What? Get me off of video.
There's a video camera right between my eyes.
It's cool, man. I got about 8 hours of CDs of us going riding. It's fun.
Right between you.
Huh?
And your goggles?
Yeah.
Nobody likes it except me.
I think it's running.
Huh?
Yeah, it's running.
Where is it?
Right between my eyes.
Right there?
Yep, right above it, yep.
Put me down.
Audio too, so...
Oh, well.
so yeah, my mom keeps telling me, you gotta watch what you say.
It's not Jordan.
Does that bother your shoulder?
That shoulder's the only thing on me that don't hurt, Mike. That's the honest truth, man. I get up in the morning and I can do anything with this, the rest of me doesn't.
What are you packing, Mike?
22.
Oh.
You're not supposed to have a loaded weapon in Oregon, so it's empty, but... What was it, last year we rode up Sucker Creek, above my old man's place there, right up the creek.
Yeah.
Crossed it a couple, 3 times. And we had 2 of our granddaughters with us, Michaela and Trinity. And they was playing in the water and stuff, and Georgie says, I hear something. Well, I couldn't hear nothing, of course I'm 3/4 deaf, but anyway, after a while this Dodge pickup come up through there, half a dozen Mexicans in it, and who knows, they might have been nice guys, they all had shotguns and stuff, whether they were shooting pigeons or what, I couldn't care less. So that guy stopped right beside me, he says, man, that's a nice gun. I said, yes it is. And he pulled on up out of there, and we loaded everything up and left. Now, I don't know whether if they'd have bothered us if I hadn't had the gun or not, I don't know, but...
Yeah, it just ain't worth it anymore.
No,
it's not like it used to be.
I found a off once. Gave it to Ken for Christmas.
they see this big grip on here, they think it's a 44 or
Well, that's what I saw, the grip, and I thought...
When I buy one for myself, I'm going to get a 22 because that's cheap and good enough, and hey, I don't care. I don't want to be shot by a 22.
I don't want to be shot by a BB gun.
You've been shot by a BB gun.
Oh yeah, but that's when I was young and tough. I ain't that way no more.
What's down there?
Go down there and get off your bikes and walk up that rocky canyon, and there's a deal there. This lady died there. She fell off the rocks. It's kind of neat in there.
It's kind of a...
Oh, really?
Devil's Gate.
Devil's Gate, yeah. I found out on the internet. Yeah. I was looking for this. Donna Young told me about it. She'd seen it in the paper.
Yeah.
So I got on the internet, started looking. I found it, and I found Devil's Gate and some other neat rock formations. And
Devil's Gate. It's neat. Just right down in there. Walk up the canyon a little ways.
They didn't bury her there, though. Probably. Sure.
There's a deal of rock they've, you know.
What was the date?
Hell, I don't remember.
Oh.
99's when she died.
Oh.
4/11/99.
Oh, okay. So they packed her out of there. I'm sure.
Maybe there they left her to rot.
Boy, I tell you, that cow down there on Sucker Creek smells rank.
Oh, yeah. I didn't come around through Sucker Creek because I wasn't sure what the water was like. So.
Well, it's not bad today. The last time I was through there, it was pretty deep.
Yeah,
And I just crossed where the beaver dams used to be, but
right. Yeah.
that way I only had to cross it once.
Yeah.
But I had a problem with this thing one time. I got it in some deep water with clay in the bottom of it. You know, turned the wheels into donuts.
Oh yeah.
And the damn the heat in the transmission caused it to suck water in.
Yeah. I blew a tranny up at Castle Creek. We was in a race up there, Albert and I and Phil Douglas and whoever, but we went out there, I don't know, out past Oriana somewhere and started that race. We made a loop there and come back in, and I think they called that the Black Rock, but we were supposed to go to Murphy.
Yeah,
The corridor through all that ranch land you can get through, or maybe they use private property for part of it.
yeah.
I don't know.
I crossed Castle Creek on foot right down in there where they used to where the wagon trains used to camp. And there's a concrete bridge across there now.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I thought
We was up Bachman grade part way.
Yeah.
It hadn't got steep yet, but we was up there a ways, and the far bank was just red with Hondas over there. At least I thought they were Hondas. And everybody jumping off. It warmed up like this. Well, all that snow melt come down there, raised that creek level up like this. And them guys was going off in there real slow. That water was just taking the wheels right out from under them. And I got to looking at it. I was back. There was a dozen guys ahead of me or so when I got there. Well, shit, I just kind of parked sideways in that little 2-track that went over there. I just launched that 490 out there, aimed up the creek.
I don't remember who I was watching in the car. It was either Caselli or Dupree. They had flash floods on the course, and they had these swollen creeks they had to cross. And he jumped off and just ran alongside his bike, and the water must have been this deep. You know, he went right on across and jumped back on it.
Took off.
Yeah, and so I drowned my bike in the creek down here, and I should have taken a lesson from Kurt.
Well, that day I screwed up because I had all them hoses hanging down there, and that vent hose for the tranny sucked that cold water in there.
Yeah.
And I started up out of there. My bike coughed and sputtered some, but I got it going up out of there.
Well, I didn't know anything till I got home, and my oil was just foamy.
Well, at least you got home. I got all the way up to Bachman grade, and you went out across the flat and made a right-hand turn out there, and supposed to drop off, and that thing's going along there, ka-thunk, ka-thunk, you know,
Oh, it was a 2-stroke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just blew something up in that tranny, and then it busted a gear off or something. Anyway, then it ran it right back through between the gears, and the counter shaft sprocket busted the case and everything, come back about that far. So
Burt was telling me you put a 5-speed in a 490. So did I.
That one was a 5-speed.
Oh, that's right.
It was a close race.
Yeah, I put an IT 5th gear in my. Well, I put a 5-speed in my 490. It was a 4-speed.
I did a WR for it.
And then I put a. No, mine was a YZ 490, 4-speed.
Mine was.
Yeah, and I put an IT gear set in there, which had that 10% taller 5th gear. I did that with my 490. I was doing that from my 400s. My 400s had IT 5th gears.
Yeah.
And then my 465 had an IT 5th gear. And then when I got that 490, I said, this 4-speed ain't working.
No. I had an 83 that way, too. I hated that.
Yeah.
Well, what I did is I had Rick Hill, mechanic there at Dillon's, put the whole 5-speed IT transmission in. First gear was lower than the YZ one. And then there was like a couple in the middle, 3rd and 4th or something that was real close. And then 5th was, passing gear out there somewhere.
I had this buddy. He was a porting fool. I mean, the guy was a genius at porting, huh? We had identical 490s. We had White Brothers rear shocks, Simon's forks, but he ported his. I put IT fifth gear in mine. We paired off on a pea gravel road. You know, every shift I'd pull ahead of him and then he'd hit the pipe and come by me.
Yeah.
And then I'd pull ahead of him and he'd hit the pipe, hit fifth gear, mine bogged a little bit. He come by me and then I hooked up and I blew by him and we're on pea gravel road and he's,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and he pulls off. We got back to the pits and he says, "What did you do to that?"
My friend Phil Douglas down there used to do suspension work for us up here. He rode that 490 YZ. It was 86 490 YZ, but after I had that wide ratio 5-speed put in it, he rode it one day, started calling it Miss Budweiser. Said, "There's no way you can rev that thing out." And I said, "Oh, huh." But you got to be looking to the top of the hill up there, you know, because it was pretty long-legged. Just riding around out there toward Chalk Hill and that country, you'd hit a little bump. You might not be very far off the ground, but you'd be airborne, you know, for 100 feet, it seemed like.
I put a 15 or 16 on this. I used to run 16s on all my desert bikes.
Oh, yeah.
With that IT fifth gear.
Oh, yeah.
But
I bet it did bog a little bit until it caught up with that.
But I'm running a 15 or 16 on this, and I have a rough time remembering to get it down low enough when I'm going up a hill, you know.
Yeah.
I end up killing it and then tipping over.
You'll be 11.
Holy crap, getting away from me.
She's grown up. She's grown up.
Yeah, I saw her a while back.
I think she growed since I seen her.
The bullshit.
It must have been bullshit.
Yep.
I can't reach the ground.
Electric start, man.
Out of it. I got it.
He always has to go.
On him. We just let him die.
He always has to go find a rock or an anthill or something to start that thing. Come on, baby.